Construction of concrete lid for leach pit. Lid covers the top part of the leach pit. It is the gateway for removing the solid waste from the pit. This can be circular or semicircular in shape. In this session, we will see how to construct a concrete lid for the leach pit. At the end of this session, you will be able to construct concrete lid for the leach pit. The concrete lid consists of iron rods placed in a pattern inside a layer of RCC or reinforced cement concrete. To construct the concrete lid, we will first make an iron mat by placing iron rods of lengths 143 centimeters, 137 centimeters, 123 centimeters, 98 centimeters, and 49 centimeters, horizontally and vertically. The rods are to be placed equidistantly at a distance of 15 centimeters. Cover blocks of thickness 30 mm are placed below the iron mat. The handles for the concrete lid, with a height of 15 centimeters and a width of 15 centimeters, will be placed equidistantly from the center of the lid. We will then apply a layer of RCC to a thickness of 7.5 centimeters over the iron mat. Let's take a look at the tools and materials required for constructing the concrete lid. The tools required are measuring tape, binding hook, mortar mixing pan, trowel, hacksaw blade, straight edge, bar bending pin, MS pipe of thickness 1 inch, and a hammer. The materials required are cement, 20 mm coarse aggregate, sand, 2.5 meters of iron rods of size 8 mm, binding wire, bricks, 30 mm cover blocks, reinforced cement concrete or RCC in the ratio of 1:1.5:3. That is, 1 part of cement, 1.5 parts of sand, and 3 parts of 20 mm coarse aggregate. Let us now see the steps involved in construction of the concrete lid. First, ensure that you have a leveled surface for constructing the concrete lid. For this, you could spread a layer of sand and level it. Now spread some sheets of newspaper over the leveled surface. Place 30 mm cover blocks over the paper. We will now cut iron rods to the required lengths. Place the iron rod over a height and with the help of a measuring tape, mark a length of 143 centimeters. Now make a deep cut over the iron rod with the help of the hacksaw. Finally, cut the rod with a chisel as shown. Now straighten the rod with the help of a hammer. We will require 4 rods of length 143 centimeters, 137 centimeters, 123 centimeters, 98 centimeters, and 49 centimeters. Mark lengths of 15 centimeters on these rods from top to bottom. This is required for placing them equidistantly as per the plan. Now let us see how to place the iron rods to form the iron mat. Place the iron rod of length 143 centimeters on the cover blocks horizontally and vertically. Place rods in the descending order of length from the center rod vertically on either side. This should be placed at a distance of 15 centimeters. In the same manner, place the rods horizontally. Using steel wire and binding hook, join the horizontal and vertical rods at the intersections. We have now made the iron mat for the lid. We will now draw a circle to place bricks at the circumference. For this, fix a rod at the center of the iron mat. Tie a thread to it. Measure and mark 75 centimeters on the thread. Now draw a circle of radius 75 centimeters. We will now fix handles to the iron mat. Place two handles at an equidistant point from the center of the iron mat. Now join the handles to the mat. Now we will pour RCC over the iron mat. Start placing bricks of thickness 7.5 centimeters at the circumference of the circle drawn earlier. This circle made of bricks will be the area for pouring the RCC. Pour RCC over the iron mat up to the height of the bricks. Use a trowel to spread it inside uniformly. Use straight edge to remove the air bubbles trapped inside by gently tapping on the surface of the lid. Allow the lid to cure for 7 days. Wet the lid at regular intervals. We can now remove the bricks by gently tapping on it using a hammer. Chisel the projections on the outer surface of the lid using a trowel. We have now successfully completed the construction of the concrete lid. With that, we've come to the end of this session. In this session, we have learnt to construct the concrete lid for the leach pit.